Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Hockey on the Spot with Brandon Barenfeld. I'm Brandon Barenfeld. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 74 of Hockey on the Spot. And we start this episode with a couple of updates. Starting with the New York Rangers. A couple updates revolving around them as they have placed goaltender Marty Biron and forward Aaron Asham on waivers with the intent that they will either be claimed by another team or be sent down to the Hartford Wolfpack of the American Hockey League. In which case, the New York Rangers will most likely call up goaltender Cam Talbot from the Hartford Wolfpack to back up Henrik Lundqvist. He has been really good down there, and he'll be a good backup goaltender, and maybe a guy who can even relieve Lundqvist of some games. The New York Rangers have also placed forward Rick Nash on IR. He is out with concussion-like symptoms. It's believed that he won't be out long, but that was the original belief, but we will see. The Rangers don't play too many games over the next couple weeks, so we'll see how that plays out. The Carolina Hurricanes have placed goaltender Anton Khudobin on injured reserve and have recalled goaltender Justin Peters from the Charlotte Checkers. Justin Peters is without question their tertiary goaltender. The Dallas Stars have placed goaltender Kari Lehtinen on IR with a lower body injury. And they have also assigned forward Chris Mueller, who cleared waivers, to the Texas Stars of the American Hockey League, and have placed defenseman Aaron Rome on a conditioning assignment. So, lots of goaltenders getting hurt early on. So, in the Dallas Stars, again, they're making a lot of news lately. The Buffalo Sabres defenseman Henrik Tallinder made his return last night against the Minnesota Wild, coming off of IR. And in result, defenseman Alexander Solzer has been reassigned to the Rochester Americans of the American Hockey League. The Columbus Blue Jackets have placed forward Matt Calvert on IR and have recalled Sean Collins from the Springfield Falcons. The Anaheim Ducks have recalled Devontae Smith-Pelly from the Norfolk Admirals. It could just be a call-up for while Dustin Penner's hurt, but some do believe that he's just being called up for trade bait. So we'll see what happens. With that. We will see what happens with that. And that is all the updates for today. Now let's get to the games. 3 games last night. Starting with the Detroit Red Wings and the Boston Bruins in Boston. It is the Red Wings who come up with the win by a final score of 3-2. Detroit goals scored by Henrik Zetterberg, assisted by Pavel Datsyuk. Then Stephen Weiss would get his second of the year, assisted by Johan Franzen and Brian Lashoff. And then after that, Dan Cleary would get his first goal of the season and first goal wearing number 71, assisted by the new number 11, Daniel Alfredsson, and Joachim Anderson, his first assist of the year. For Brian Lashoff, that was his first assist of the year as well, his first point of the year. And for Dan Cleary, for him, that goal would be the game winner. Jonas Gustafsson would get the starting goal, his first start of the year, and his first since coming off of IR. And he was very good in his first game back. 28 saves and 30 shots, a .933 save percentage. So the monster, as they call him, was very monstrous last night. For the Boston Bruins, they would tie the game at 1 on a goal by Louis Eriksson, assisted by Johnny Boychuk and Riley Smith. And then when it was 3-1, late in the third period, Milan Lucic would get the game close, assisted by Dennis Seidenberg and David Krejci. Tuukka Rask gets the starting goal. He has believe he has started every single game for the Boston Bruins. He made 24 saves and 27 shots and 889 save percentage. So congratulations to the Detroit Red Wings. Next, we have the Edmonton Oilers and the Washington Capitals in Washington. The Caps finally getting themselves a win by a final score of 4-2. And for the second straight game, Nail Yakupov is a healthy scratch for the Edmonton Oilers, and he is definitely not happy about it. The Oilers did take a 1-0 lead in the game, but after that it was all Caps, starting with Brooks Laich getting his first goal of the season, assisted by Steve Oleksy. Then Joel Ward would get his first of the year on the power play, assisted by Nicklas Backstrom and Alex Ovechkin. Then Alex Ovechkin would get his sixth of the year, assisted by Marcus Johansson and Nicklas Backstrom. And then Troy Brouwer, Ovechkin's goal, by the way, would be the game winner. And then Troy Brouwer would get a power play goal, assisted by Mikhail Grabowski and Nicklas Backstrom. For Troy Brouwer, his first goal of the year. So a 3-assist night for Nicklas Backstrom, a goal and an assist for Alex Ovechkin as well. Braden Holtby would get the start in net, and he finally comes up with a solid performance. 28 saves on 30 shots, a .933 save percentage. He was absolutely brilliant. For the Edmonton Oilers, their goals coming from Boyd Gordon, assisted by Justin Schultz. Boyd Gordon has supplied very surprising offense for the Edmonton Oilers in the early going. That's his fourth of the year. And then late in the third period, Will Acton would get his first NHL goal, assisted by Jeff Petrie and David Perron. So congratulations to Will Acton on his first NHL goal. Jason LaBarbera would get the start in goal, and he was not very good at all. 16 saves on 20 shots, an .800 save percentage a game. He would definitely like to have back. The Oilers dominated the game as far as shots go. It was Braden Holtby who closed the door. But it was Nicklas Backstrom's 3-assist performance that really powered the win. So congrats to the Washington Capitals. They get their second win of the season. And last but not least, the game of the night from last night, the Minnesota Wild and the Buffalo Sabres, Jason Pominville making his return to Buffalo. He was the captain of the Buffalo Sabres before getting traded. And as I said before, Henrik Tallinder would return last night, and after coming off of IR. And for him, it's his third game of the year and first game since October 4th. The Buffalo Sabres now with the chance to get their first win of the year before the New Jersey Devils. It does not happen. The Minnesota Wild win by a final score of 2-1, a very close game. Minnesota goals being scored by Kyle Brodziak, his first of the year, assisted by Matt Cook and Jonas Brodin. And then, with 10 seconds to go in the second period, on the power play, it is the former Buffalo Sabre, Jason Pominville, getting his second of the year, assisted by Mikko Koivu and Jared Spurgeon. That would go on to be the game-winning goal. So Jason Pominville scored the game-winning goal and was the game's first star against his former mates. Josh Harding gets the start in net with Nicklas Backstrom still out. And he has been fantastic thus far, Josh Harding. 22 saves and 23 shots, a .957 save percentage. He was really good last night. For the Buffalo Sabres, their only goal coming from Brian Flynn, his first goal of the season, assisted by Zemgus Girgensons, who gets his first career NHL assist in last night's game. Jonas Enroth would get the start in goal, and he was actually okay, but not great. 18 saves on 20 shots, a .900 save percentage. So Buffalo, been a dismal season thus far for the Buffalo Sabres and their fans. So a big congratulations to the Buffalo Sabres, to the Minnesota Wild on a big win. And now, last but certainly not least, this day in hockey history from October 15th. In 1988, Mario Lemieux of the Pittsburgh Penguins would score 2 goals and add 6 assists to gain incredible 8 points in one game in an eventual 9-2 victory against the St. Louis Blues. The overall record for most points in one game is held by Darryl Sittler of the Toronto Maple Leafs, who scored 6 goals and added 4 assists on February 7th, 1976. However, this was truly a night to remember for one of the greatest players to ever play the game in Mario Lemieux. And that is your historic moment for the day, and that'll do it for episode 74 of Hockey on the Spot. This has been Hockey on the Spot, Brandon Barenfeld. I'm Brandon Barenfeld. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you, and have a great day.